morning, we continue our discussion and celebration of Black History Month by welcoming Dr. Joann Flowers to Daytime. Doctor, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
You're an ordained minister, have an extensive background in public health, and you have a PhD in epidemiology.
Yes, that's
and
correct.
I said that correctly.
Yes,
that's a hard word for me. But you've also done some studying about the correlation between spirituality and health.
Yes.
I'd love for you to discuss that with us.
Yes. Thank you very much for, first of all, for having me, and also for recognizing African American History Month, Black History Month. I started out my career in public health. However, somewhere along the way, felt the call into ministry and pursued a Master of Divinity, and looked for a way to sort of couple what I had been doing all of my life with what I felt like I was being called to do in the future. What I discovered was actually going down to Duke University Center for Spirituality, Theology, and Health was there is a significant correlation between spirituality and health in terms of what our religiosity is, in terms of how frequently we attend church. Because a recent study came out indicating that among all the various things that we do in our lives to increase longevity, connectivity is at the top. In other words, being connected to other people. Right. And the church is one of the places that, of course, we can simply, quite frankly, I feel like one of the few only places, and of course I would think that we can go to simply be blessed. So we come to the church to be blessed. We go there, we're connected, we share our story with those people that are in the church, they share their stories with us, then we walk through our stories together. And so because of this, there is a very healing aspect to this. In Exodus 15 and 26, the scriptures tell us that the Lord says, I am the Lord who heals you. And so in addition to that, we, not only does the Lord look for opportunities to heal us, and He heals us in so many different ways. Physically, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, socially, we're healed. There is healing available for us, but also we have a responsibility. Paul tells us in 1 Corinthians, he said, did you not know that your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit? So therefore, if you are standing up a temple, you need to take responsibilities in how you treat that temple. With that being said, because this is African American History Month, with respect, one of the things that I'm very concerned with is the health disparities. I think the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, they certainly have a number of initiatives of addressing the disparities. For example, African Americans, they're looking at higher rates of colorectal cancer, higher rates of prostate cancer, higher rates of pancreatic as well as laryngeal cancer. In addition to that, even though more European American women develop breast cancer, more African American women are more likely to die of it.
And you look at these numbers, and you actually did a paper on this when you were in school.
Yes,
you were getting
yes.
your PhD, and you actually broke it down, took like 5,000 people and did a sample on that.
Yes,
Talk to us
yes,
just briefly
yes. Well,
about that.
actually, I'll give credit to Emmanuel School of Religion.
Right.
That's where I actually finished my Master of Divinity, and while I was there, my master's thesis entailed examining a database of 5,000 Christian seniors, Christian seniors, and I looked at, I stratified by race, and I looked at their attitudes about God as well as various measures of health. For example, I looked at whether or not socioeconomic status. I looked at, of course, educational level would be included in that, but I also looked about their attitudes toward God and where they felt that they were in their lives. And what I discovered was that even though African Americans reported less income, poorer health, they reported greater satisfaction with God and God in their lives than their European American counterparts.
Fascinating. I wish we could sit here and just talk about this all day, especially that study. It sounds so amazing. Dr. Joann Flowers, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
And we'll be back with more Daytime Tri-Cities in just a moment.